Hello. Hello, good morning, good evening. Hi everyone, I can't see anything right now. Happy New Year's Eve. I don't know if it's New Year's for some of you guys yet. Is it almost New Year's? Is it New Year's now? Let me switch over. Ah, there we go. Hello, Night with a Gun. Hi, Zep. Hi, Azu. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. I wanted to do like, a last 2024 stream today, but I don't have anything planned. So it's just chatting stream. Maybe we can do a small countdown for those who are going to who aren't yet in the New Year's. Is anybody in 2025 right now? Is anybody? It's in like, for some of you guys, it's in a few hours, right? It's in, what is it, 9:41 right now. In 3 hours? In 2 hours? Is it? Oh, so congrats on getting first Night with a Gun. I can't see any of the redeems, but I I trust you guys. I can't see anything. I feel like I'm missing a lot of things right now. Maybe I'm still on vacation mode. I still have vacation brain. It's gonna be 1.25 hours. Are you guys doing anything exciting? You guys aren't at parties? I'm surprised. Go celebrate with your friends. But I am also here if you're celebrating the New Year's Eve alone. I got myself some whiskey. Some good old Canadian whiskey. Crown Royale. What's that? What do you mean? What do you mean? You're just gonna be sitting at home watching the fireworks? Do you guys get fireworks at your place? Like usually by sorry, my allergies are terrible today. By New Year's, there's usually a shit ton of fireworks. Not really in the mood to party, to be honest. To be fair, if you have been partying this entire month of December, it gets tiring. It gets exhausting. Oh man. So my cat was climbing on things today. He's climbed onto a shelf that he doesn't really climb onto normally, and it's right above the bed. And it's a really, really tall shelf. It's a really tall bookshelf. And so I wake up and I see him up there, but this guy's covered in dust. Because I can't dust up there. Nobody dusts up there. So by the time he got down, this guy was just like blowing dust everywhere. I think that's why my allergies are so bad this morning. Hi, Pizza Man. Hello, hello. Welcome in. I was going to get coffee this morning, but then I decided not to because I don't want to mix whiskey and coffee. I don't think that's a good idea. It's crunchy for a second. I think I have a whole bunch of mic issues. What I'm gonna do next stream is I'm gonna switch over to one of my USB mics, my USB condenser mic. I had a really good one. I had a AT2020, and then ended up giving that one to my cousin. Then I got a Samsung one from one of my friends, and now I'm using a shitty dynamic mic. But I think what's better is to have a good USB condenser mic over a shitty dynamic mic. It just goes insane for a few seconds randomly. Really? Should I talk closer? Hello, guys. Hello. I don't know what it is. I have no idea what's going on. I actually think I have mic issues. I've always been having mic issues. Like yesterday, too. I am going to be clearing my throat every few seconds, by the way. Oh man, it's bad. Yeah. But hopefully that USB condenser mic is gonna fix everything. Oh, all of the issues that I've been experiencing for the past days. Oh, we should put up some music, by the way. What is this? Oh, I want some piano. Here we go. This works. Your name is Markiplier? My name is Zarkiplier. It's me. Dreamy X Markiplier. Okay. Let's put this one up here. Oh, thank you for the vitamin redeem, Azu. That's what scared me. I was like, oh, there's a really loud noise, and then I completely forgot what the noise was supposed to be for. But now I remember. Take your vitamins, Ark. Take them. When is the last day of Steam sales, by the way? I was looking at Steam sales yesterday because someone was streaming the sales. And then I was looking at encryption. I didn't say that I wasn't going to buy any games. But I was like, what if I just get one? Right? What if I just get one? Hello, Bibo. It's me, Shark. Is it bad to down vitamins with whiskey? Maybe I'll just keep this one for later. But the game that I was looking at, it was encryption. Inscription, or is it encryption? Inscription? Let me take a look at it again. Let's go into the store. It was Inscription. That was the game. I think I'm missing things. Okay. Yeah, it's a horror card game. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? You can't. Now you can. No, you guys could. Okay. How much did your model cost? $0. I made my model myself. I drew it. I rigged it. Actually, no, it costed me $30, $60 for Clip Studio Paint, and then it costed me $12 for the monthly Live 2D subscription. I still have the Live 2D subscription. I haven't been using it, and they charge me monthly. The thing is, I was like, maybe if I keep my subscription, I'll make use of it, right? It's going to motivate me to make use of the Live 2D, like Cubism, a little bit more. But then I never actually got to it. So, yeah, it's just sitting there. I did want to upgrade my model just a little bit. I mean, I've been kind of doing that, but it hasn't, there's not a lot of significant difference. There's not a huge difference. If you were to sell as an artist, how much would you want for it? I actually think, so drawing the model itself, actually, I don't actually know, because I can't rig bottom parts, the bottom half of the body. I'm just really bad at it. And I'm still learning. But it does take me like a lot of time to do models. So I would say probably for just the cutting the parts, the drawing part of it, maybe like 1 to 2K. And then for the rigging, maybe 1K. I don't know. Because this is what I think, right? With my model, I'd probably charge someone, because this is the most basic I can do for a VTuber model, and I think my model itself is probably around like 2K, just because it's not very well rigged. The rigging itself is probably only a few hundred. because I only rigged the head and a bit of the shoulders, and that's it. But for the rest of the body and plus toggles, if anybody wants toggles, and for different expressions, oh man, it's gonna go up. Because I did spend, I think the hardest part was probably the eyes and the mouth. I think that's a lot. Is it me or is Zark's mic distorting at times? Let me just unplug everything and then replug it. Let's see what happens. My mic is malfunctioning. Oh shit. Okay. I will mute myself for a bit. Gonna fix some things. How is this? I have reset myself. I have reset myself. Hi, potato. Is it okay now? Is it still crunchy? I wonder what the crunchiness is from. Maybe there's something touching my mic arm. I have a whole bunch of, you know those tiny plushy keychains? So I have a whole bunch of them just hanging off my mic arm. There's a random Eevee here. I have a Leafy on here too. I have a one of my Oshi's merch on here too. Someone get Ark a new mic. Mics are expensive, but I do have mics already, so I'm just gonna use one of my old ones. My USB condensers. And then we'll see how that one goes. Then you guys can tell me if I'm still crunchy. I can't use it right now just because I gave the wire to one of my friends, like the USB wire, the cord, the wire to one of my friends. So I can't plug it into my PC at all. So it's just sitting here. It's collecting dust. Do you guys have any recommendations for mics? I'm guessing nobody else here really streams that much. But if you do have recommendations, I'll take them. I'll take them. I have a Blue Yeti. A Blue Yeti. But I think what I do want to do though next year is to invest in a better dynamic mic. Because at the end of the day, having the audio interface is much better than not having an audio interface. Shark is lonely. Lonely? I'm never lonely. I have you guys. Where's the loneliness coming from? I have you guys and I have my whiskey. I also should stock up on tea. Black tea. I found the name. Remember last time I said I don't know what the name of my black tea is? The brand of my black tea? So it's Bachelor. If that's how you pronounce it. Bachelor black tea from Sri Lanka. I also have my cats and I have my friends and we're going to a New Year's Eve party later and it's going to be a blast. Okay, it's not. I don't know. It could be. I probably won't be drinking that much today. It's hard. It's hard seeing my friends because they live so far. And I don't have car. I don't have a car. So one Uber trip is like $50. And then going back is another $50. So the whole commute is $100 Canadian. But it is what it is. I'll just see them once a year. Then fly? I can't fly. I can't fly. I have like, what are they called? They're like oars. You know what I mean? Like I can glide. I can't fly. If you're singing karaoke, then it's definitely going to be a blast. I'll have another karaoke stream sometime in January, probably. I'll have one for sure just because my last karaoke stream was so scuff. I did not like it. You guys may have enjoyed it. I don't know if you did, but the delay was terrible. Why do you not make and sell models? Because I have a lot of other things to do, I think. I'm also not very confident in my model making. Um I'm very not confident at all. Like I was trying to make okay, so there are a lot of issues with my current model. Like for instance, the way I cut the shoulders and the neck because of the hood is very strange, and now I can't really adjust it. Like I can't move it much. It's it's weird. I found so many issues while trying to adjust things, and then I kind of just gave up. But it's still a learning process for me. Like I know a lot of people out there who do create models are probably experiencing the same thing as me, but I it could be an imposter syndrome of some sort that I have where I'm always like I'm not good enough. That's why I don't want to do it. But next year for sure, because I do want to create more things. I do want to create more things like models and emotes. I was going to sell emote packs and then I didn't. Like there's so many things. There's so many 2025 goals that I have. And I said that I was going to do it in December, but you know what? I'll just push it to next year, 2025. 2025 it is. Imposter? Among Us? Yeah, Among Us. Is it hard to get commissions in this market? Yeah, I barely get commissions. But I think it's fine right now. It's fine right now because December's been a really, really busy month, and I'm still trying to finish off some of the commissions that you guys have sent over to me. So that's fine. They are taking a while longer. It's still within the 30 days though. But getting commissions, I actually don't think I'm going to be relying on commissions at all for next year. Like it's nice to do like a few commissions here and there, but I'm going to limit my slots because I have bigger plans. Oh, VTuber model commissions. No, someone's asked me about VTuber model commissions before. I just didn't want to do it because it takes a long time. It takes a long time. There's a lot of requests. I feel like I'm not good enough. Especially when it comes to like adding toggles and stuff. Like that's all new to me. Like my model has no toggles at all. There's no movement under my waist. There's nothing. So I don't want to do it. It's like setting, or maybe I should just set expectations, right? Like on the VGen page, there is an area where you're like you can put things, list things as to what people might expect from it. So I could do that. But then I would have to, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of thinking. Pricing is hard. How much is the demand for such models? It's usually in the thousands. But then I've also seen ones that go for 800 for like a lot. Like very, very basic models. But with my art, I don't think it would go under 1,000. It would probably be like 2,000, 3,000. I've seen ones that go for 5,000. It's quite a bit. But if I were to charge that much, I don't want people to be like, why is it so expensive? Because that's what I've seen a lot of complaints of people going, oh, why is the pricing like this? Why is it so expensive? And I never want to deal with that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like this is I don't like business. Like I don't like selling things. I just like creating things. If someone out there could do all the financing for me, if someone out there could be the bridge, the messenger between me and the client, then like I would hire them for sure if I had money. Like I would absolutely have someone like that because I just don't want to talk to clients. I really don't like talking to clients. Maybe this is coming from my previous customer support job, my position as well. It's just people have different expectations of you and what you sell. That's why you have a sales team, but sometimes the sales team just wants to get commissions over with, and they're like, let me just sell things that don't exist. And then you have people like me in support trying to deal with the clients and be like, sorry, we actually don't have this feature. What do you do besides streaming as a job? Oh, I'm unemployed. I don't have job, but like before, last year, right before. Oh, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Azu. Right before streaming, I did have a job. I worked in software. Ugh. I worked in software as a technical writer. So I just document new features, enhancements. I was basically a community manager as well. That was fun. Because then I don't have to talk to people. And I have enough knowledge to be like, I know exactly what this product does because I talk to devs and I talk to product managers. So I just record it all down. And it does get hard sometimes because with being a product expert, you have a whole bunch of people coming to you going like, hey, Ark, how does this work? How does this feature work? How do our products work? And I'm just sitting there like, just read the goddamn documents that I wrote down. Or they go, hey, Ark, can you train some of our new employees? And I'm like, I'm not part of the new employee onboarding team. That's not me. We actually don't have a new employee onboarding team. So they always try to grab internal, like, people in other departments trying to like train new people. I think that sucks. Is social anxiety stopping you from getting into business? It's, I wouldn't call it social anxiety. It's just that I don't like dealing with people. Like I don't have the mentality. I don't have the energy to deal with people. Because I've been dealing with people for like over 5 years in the office. And then eventually, like the first years were fine. I was like, okay, I can do this. But eventually I ended up having there was a wine glass on my desk every single day because I was like, I need to get drunk. It was bad. It was pretty bad because I was like, these people are just getting on my nerves. Like, even though they're not doing it deliberately, it's just that sometimes when you have to, say the same things over and over and over again, it does get very exhausting. Which is why I was like, I'm not going to talk to clients anymore. That's why I changed positions. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be here anymore. So then I took a break from looking for jobs. There was like a whole quote unquote company restructure at my old workplace. And then they ended up laying off entire departments. It was scary. Oh, the door. There's the doorbell. Hold on. I'm gonna close the door. I'm gonna close it. Oh, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. There is a lot of people. My idol career would be filled with greatness. I actually no, I would love to do like idol stuff because I've done live performance before. Like some of you guys know this, but I used to do a little bit of like classical opera singing. I do miss that. But the opportunity just isn't there, right? So I think next year I'm going to focus on, I don't know if I want to go back into software, but I want to get back into maybe like an office manager. I thought about doing retail too because Oh shit, no, I have to deal with people. I have to deal with people. Maybe not retail. Like if there was a cute cafe, if there is a cute cafe, like a very quiet cafe, then I would love to work in there. No more office jobs for me for a while. I don't know. Actually, don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I am kind of desperate for a job at the moment. So I am moving. I am moving next year. So I'll take whatever I can, and then eventually maybe I'll just be like, okay, time to look for something else. Hello, Ugly Monkey. Hi, Orvite. Happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve. I stopped looking for jobs for a bit because of medical issues I have. Don't want another one. I'll only be able to do it for a couple of months to a year before being let go. No, I feel that too. Oh, have you thought about contract jobs? One of my friends was really into that. I used to work with him, and then he was like, he left just to do contract stuff. Because for contract jobs, you're only required to work a few months, and then you look for another one. What is that? What is that? What is Stream Elements? What is Stream Elements saying to me? Oh, an ad. You have to, I feel like Azu, you really do. Like coming from me too, I've been in your position. Yeah. I've been in your position, but it's not as bad as you because you're switching from like day shifts and night shifts. And that's I feel like that's 10 times worse than whatever I was doing because I was drained from doing like factory work, right? And then afterwards, but like, you know, if you have to keep switching up your sleep schedule, that's even worse. Arson, no, don't do it. Don't do arson. No arson here. Every private sector job is extremely demanding. It is. It is. I was watching people break down at my old place because so we got acquired and then our CEO was like, we have too many people. So they started making some people do multiple jobs at the same time. Because they're like, oh, I know you can do it. I know you can do this job. Like, but the thing is, the people aren't being paid for this job, right? For several positions, they're being paid for one position. But that's what it is for corporate office jobs. But next year, 2025, hopefully, as you will find another job. I will find another job. Those are our 2025 goals. Yeah, doing multiple jobs and only getting paid for one, exactly. So I started learning how to say no. But then after doing that, they're like, oh yeah, Ark doesn't do much. I was quiet quitting. If you guys know what quiet quitting is, it's like doing what you're expected to do and not doing extra. Just doing the bare minimum. I think everybody should quiet quit. I think everybody deserves a lot more than what their bosses think that they're worth. And then you just get a whole bunch of anxious employees. Like, it's so, oh my god. Amazon? So, who is it? Who's the CEO of Amazon? He says that I want all of my employees to wake up feeling fear. And I'm like, okay, that's never work at Amazon, guys. That's the last thing you want your employees to feel. Yeah, freaking Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos. You don't want to live your entire life feeling fear. Yeah, that is true. Great to buy from them, horrible to work for. And Amazon doesn't have much competition. They don't have any competition at all. Like my cousin actually worked for Amazon for a bit. He wasn't in the like the logistics side, but he was working as a dev. Bro was like, after 2 years, he was like, oh, I'm dead. I'm quitting. Like you're making a lot of money, but at the same time, like being stressed every single day of your life is terrible. It's terrible. CEO of compute MPU Turner. MP Turner. I'm so old. I remember when Amazon only sold books. Is that what happened? Wait, they were a bookstore, right? Amazon was a bookstore. Like a physical bookstore, right? If I remember correctly, I don't know. Makes me want to go visit the office next week. The office? Amazon Kindle. You know, I kind of want a Kindle. So I mentioned like streaming goals, but I never really mentioned personal goals for 2025. One of them is being like, I want to spend some time to read a little bit more. I want to read one book a week. I think that's a good, or if not one book a week, maybe like one book a month. Maybe one book a week is a little bit too much. But there's no way I can buy a physical book like every week if I'm going to go with every week, right? Because I don't have space for that. So having a Kindle would be really nice. Then I can just store all of the books inside one device instead of, having them take up so much room. But the other thing I thought of too was that having a library would be really cool. Like, those really, oh my God. So, those big libraries where the shelves extend all the way to the ceiling, or like a library room? It would look so pretty. You're gonna buy me a judo book? Raps, do you even have judo books? You learn from practice, right? You learn all martial arts from practice. You don't learn them from books. Because it's not all theory. It's like muscle memory and practicing using certain muscles, especially in judo. Raps is teaching me that with judo, you have to learn how to fall and relax your muscles. But you can't really learn that through a book. You have to learn it through practice. Yeah, I want a room dedicated to books. I think it would be really cool. That's a library. That's what that's what a library is, isn't it? How many rooms does your new place have? So for myself, I have like one and a half. 1.5 rooms. And then the thing is, I am moving, but I have to allow. The thing is, my parents don't live with me, right? And so my mom is one of those people, like Ark Mama is one of those people where she's like, you have to leave a room for me. And the thing is, she doesn't, how do I say it? Copulate? Like she doesn't like to share a room with Ark Papa, with my dad. And so they need separate rooms. And so I'm here going, okay, so one room for my mom, one room for my dad, one room for me, and I think that's pretty much it. New place you're moving to has 1.5. No, it's 1.5 rooms for. The half room is like more of like the main room. I'll take half of the main room for myself. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. Because I don't even know. Like my parents say that. They say that they need one room, but it's like how. I know my mom might be staying with me for some time, right? But my dad won't be. I don't feel like he will be. So maybe it's just one room for my parents. Who knows? And then eventually maybe I'll just turn the main room into another bedroom. Like like the day sofas or the day the day couches, day beds. They're called day beds, where it's like a sofa or a couch and they turn into a bed. You can pull it out and take out more mattresses. So I could have that in the main room, and then that could be turned into a bedroom. Someone has to sleep in the library. The library will come like way later because I'm broke. I'm broke. It's probably gonna come in like 5 years. 5 years from now. Is my main priority is getting a bed. So it's just gonna be, and that's already expensive. Mattresses are freaking expensive. So someone's gonna walk into my house and it's gonna be like completely bare. There's gonna be nothing in any of the rooms except for the bedroom. There's just gonna be a single mattress on the floor. That's how it's gonna be like for a year. One room is yours and one room is a guest room, and have a sofa bed. Yeah, exactly. I can confirm getting furniture is expensive. It is. And I don't want to get cheap furniture. I don't want to get cheap furniture because it's hard to dispose of cheap furniture. Especially like, like Amazon furniture. So if I were to buy furniture, they have to last me for years. Years and years. Because I plan on making this place like my permanent place forever. Because right now I'm only in I'm in a temporary place. I'm living in a temporary house. And it's not really my place. So I can't really do much for it. But for the new place, it will be mine. Mine. Ugh. I got some cheap pieces and some pricier pieces, whatever fits the space. Wait, Linquished! I never got to visit. When do I get to visit? I don't remember how far you are from me. Well, when was the housewarming? Very far? Oh no. Oh no. It's fine. One day. Remember that's gonna be your house, so you make it how you want. Have you guys looked into interior design? So, one of the interior design looks that I want to go for is the minimalistic look from like Muji, like the Muji stores, like where everything's like bamboo wood, light wood. It's called Japandi style, I think. Like I want to do that. Like I want my place to look very light and airy. Light walls. Minimalistic furniture. How comfortable are you, by the way, with doing electrical work, like changing light fixtures, replacing sockets? Oh, I've been doing that for a while, so pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. I've changed like pot lights before. I can't do anything like installing big lights, like pendant lights and like really heavy ones, because I just don't have the strength to do it. But if it's something small, like changing, like replacing sockets or like fixing light fixtures, I can do that stuff. There was a point in time when I had to do everything myself. It was fun though. It's a fun challenge. It's fun learning how to do things. Like I installed new shower heads. I installed bidets before. I've put in some new lights, kind of like light ones. But I do have friends who can help me with it, which is nice. But I think this place, my new place, is going to be kind of far, so I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I can ask friends to come over just for one thing. Hey, can you come over and like replace my one light bulb and then leave? Spends 2 hours to get here. I was sending some pics of the place though. I almost got everything new and probably cost like 8 to 10K. Oh my god. 8 to 10K. Oh man. My cousin was showing me her new coffee table, and I think that thing itself was like $5,000. Like, it looks really nice, but I'm like, man, 5,000, I can't afford that. At most, at like my current budget, it's like, ugh, I'll spend $100. I just have to get a job. I genuinely have one minimalistic friend. All he has in his room is his bed, desk, weights, and VGR figure. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me for a long time. I recently finished doing something and it's going to make things much easier, which is go to the circuit breaker and map it out. Now when we need to work on something, we can shut off the breaker to it, not the entire house. Oh, I don't think I get to customize that much with my house, because everything is already in there. But I'm also really scared of shutting off breakers in case I accidentally short circuit anything. Like, I'm not comfortable. Like, I'm comfortable enough to like switch, you know, like change things and replace things, but not like small things, but not the entire breaker. Oh man, I dealt with breakers before at my old job. I used to work at a factory. And man, the safety, there's so many safety issues. Like, there was live wire. The thing is, it's connected to these nails these pins that come out, but it's not covered. Nobody fucking told me. Nobody gave me any training. But if I accidentally touched any of those nails of those like pins that poked out, that would have been like 400 volts. That would have killed me. That would have given me like a stroke or something. My coffee table was like 300. Oh, that's not bad. 300 coffee table. I don't think I'm going to be getting a coffee table for a very long time, though. I don't think I'll be using it. It's like one of those luxury items for me. The most important thing is a bed. So at least I have a place to sleep. I mean, technically, I can also sleep on the floor. But, yeah. Having a mattress is nice. Having a comfortable cushion for my back is very nice. Have you guys seen those like images, the diagrams of the best sleeping position? So if you sleep on your side, right, it's good to have a cushion around like where your waist is and where your neck is. And if you sleep on your back, it's good to have a cushion like where your lower back is and where your neck is. Oh yeah, on your side you also need like a pillow in between your legs so that this makes it so that your spine is straight. We're not friends on Discord? What? What? I feel like I haven't added a lot of people because we all just talk in one big Discord server. I guess not. Wait, let me open up Discord. You need to switch the breaker off. Ooh. Discord just took over my entire screen. Switch the breaker off if you ever need to change a socket. Is that how it works? I usually just turn off the lights. Wait, really? I guess I'm learning new things. I usually just make sure that the switch isn't switched on. Here we go. Here we go, Linquished. Let me teach you so you don't kill yourself. I've been doing everything myself. I haven't really been learning. It's like, hey, this looks right. I'm probably going to end up killing myself one day. You know, if you want, you can always set up a throne account and add the items that you need on it. It's not guaranteed you'll get the items, but who knows, it might help. I thought about that, but I don't want to, it feels weird to me. Like, I know a lot of people have throne accounts, but at the same time, I just, like, I feel like I should first get a job. I should first get a job. Oh man. Wait, Linguist, your place looks really nice. Wait, I like the light colored furniture. This is what I'm going for. something along the lines of this. And even the bed too. So like Linkwish has storage under the bed, and that's what I want. Like having little drawers that come out so that there's more storage space. Because what I find is that I'm always lacking storage space. Then I end up going on Amazon and getting those like ugly plastic storage boxes and like, you know, putting them on top of each other. But it looks bad. It looks pretty bad. So I try to hide those storage boxes inside my closet. But then if I do that, it takes up space in my closet. It's an IKEA bed. It does look like one. It does look like an IKEA bed, but I think it's good enough. My old bed was an IKEA bed. The only problem with IKEA beds is that, or any IKEA furniture, is that when you build it, you can't unbuild it. You know what I mean? Because everything's not screwed in. They use like the wooden plugs, whatever they're called. So after moving out of my old place, I just had to leave a lot of my furniture there because they're all from IKEA. Are we looking in a DM or a channel in the server? No, this is, yeah, oh yeah, this is a DM. Linkwish is DMing me. Linkwish is one of my RL friends. I know him. A rebuild, to be honest, and moved it from my friend's place. Wait, you can rebuild it? You can unbuild it. Just a quick grenade. The thing with beds too is that it doesn't fit through the door frame, right? So okay, so with my old IKEA bed, it's actually a day bed. It's a day bed. So it's very small. Because you're supposed to use it as like some sort of sofa or couch. And then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pull it out and turn it into a bed. So then when I pull it out, it actually turns into a king size bed. But my room was small and I really don't need a king size bed. It's just like half the time it's just like, you know, there's not much that I can do with a king size. So I just keep it as it is, like as a day bed. But, you know, there's always the option too. Oh man, my nose is gonna kill me. This one is just a screwdriver. What, really? That's good. Because half the time I see IKEA furniture come with like, you know, those like the wooden nubs. And once you push it in, you can't push it out again. It's just stuck there. Same with cabinets too. I find that a lot of cabinets are like that. Cabinets from IKEA. But like, to be honest, IKEA stuff, they look really good. They look really good. And they're cheap. Like my chair is from IKEA. Yeah, the pegs. That's the word, the pegs. The wooden pegs. Let me know if you like any of the pieces. I bought really practical pieces for the most part. I still have the links. Okay, I'll let you know. It's gonna be a while though, because I don't know when I'll be getting anything. I spent most of my budget on like actual appliances that I need. So I mentioned the mattress, right? But it's also I didn't buy the mattress yet, but like the things that I have gotten are I put a deposit on like a washing machine for laundry, a fridge, like a stove. Like that stuff is already taken away like like all of my savings. So yeah, I'm pretty much I'm just broke. Hello, Battle Bro. Hello. Welcome in. We're just talking about furniture. Yeah. I don't know what it is too, because like it doesn't come with appliances. I also have to buy a microwave. Like small things, the small appliances I didn't buy yet, but the big ones I have. Because I wanted to get everything during Black Friday. So then I can get everything on sale. Oh man, it was so good too. Okay, so I got this really good deal, right? It's a Samsung fridge, but they put the wrong price on it. They put the wrong price on it. I think they messed up one of the numbers, right? It was supposed to be like a few grand, but they messed it up so that it was only like 1 grand. And I was like, this can't be right. this this can't be right. And then I look on every other site, and it's like it's so much more expensive. Like this thing wasn't even on sale. I think they just didn't price it correctly. So when it went there, I told the salesperson, I was like, this is the right price, right? And he goes, no, it isn't. But since it's listed at this price, you can have it for this price. So I got super lucky. Super lucky. And then the following day they changed it. But, it is what it is. I thought about getting Italian, like there was one fridge, one stove, fridge and stove I was looking at, and it starts with a B. I forgot what it is, but it came from Italy, and it was one of the most nicest stovetops that I've ever seen. The thing with Italian or any appliances that come from different countries is that getting customer service for it, for like any maintenance or fixing, is gonna be a pain in the butt. So I was like, there's no way I can get any of these, and plus they're a little bit more pricey. But when it comes to appliances, like, you kind of want to shop for things that are gonna last you. Why am I getting bonked? Hello? Hello? This is more of a question. It should be more of a question. That's one thing to think about for 2025. My headaches. More headaches. But it'll be fun. Fun and exciting. Just like the whole bunch of goals that we made, or that I'm making for 2025. Oh yeah, speaking... Oh, thanks for the head pat. Thanks for the head pat, Pizza Man. Speaking of 2025. Hi, is that Huasa? Hello. Hello, Huasa. How are you doing? Why are you here? Wait, is today a day off for you? It should be, right? I feel like everybody should have today off for New Year's Eve. Nobody should be working at this time. Unless you're a masochist. Or you really need the money. But today should be the day to... All of the ice has melted in my whiskey, man. I said what I said. I said what I said, Night with the Gun. You're clocked in right now? For half a day, right? For half a day? And then you're gonna get off at 12? Full day? No way. Is it optional? Like, wait, did you choose this? Tell me it's optional. Getting off at 3 p.m. though. It started at 7. That sounds like ass. Sorry, that sounds like ass. Oh, you have the New Year's Day off. Okay, that's fair, actually. That's fair. And I'm guessing the next day you have like your Q1 kickoff, your annual year 2025 kickoff. And you have to sit in meetings for like the entire day. The year review. Isn't the year review in December usually? Or at least that was what it was like in my old place. Your year review, and then your performance reviews, and then that's when they determine your bonus. Starting at 7 a.m. though, that's... Ugh. I could never wake up at that time. Hi Danish! Thanks for sharing your 6 months in a row. 6 months in a row! Holy shit, it's been half a year. It's been half a year. Oh man. It's a long time. It doesn't feel like half a year at all. It feels like It feels like I've only been streaming for 3 months. Watch it just subscribe for 7 months in a row. Oh man, thanks for sharing your resub. Wait, it's been 7 months. Not even 6, it's been 7. That's oh. Since June, right? Whoa, thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much, Danish. Man, you guys are so nice to me. Why are you guys here? Yay, Valorant. Yeah, Valorant. If you guys play Valorant, I think you can get like gacha stuff if you give subs or something. I'm not a Valorant player. I don't know what this is about. Valorant bad. We have some Valorant players here in chat. You can't say that. To be honest, okay, I hate Valorant too. I don't hate the game, okay? I have to clarify, I don't hate the game. I just don't like competitive communities. What is Valorant? It's a Riot game. It's a Riot competitive shooter. Can I even call it a shooter? It is a shooter, right? It's like the same with a lot of other competitive. This is why I'm not playing Marvel Rivals. It is a shooter. Okay, it is a shooter. I'm not playing Marvel Rivals either. Like everybody has mentioned that it's such a good game. Everybody's really into it. I keep seeing Squirrel Girl everywhere. But it's, I don't know, the community, the gamers, they scare me. I'm scared of gamers. It's a tactical shooter like Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike. My only the only time I was exposed to Counter-Strike was when I'm over at my cousin's house and he's playing Counter-Strike and I'm just watching. I'm not a shooter gamer. I don't play shooters. A lot of people are either really competitive or really freaky. My sister is a Valorant player. My sister's really into competitive games. I'm the complete opposite, where I'm into story-based games and MMOs. But I tried getting her into MMOs before, and because she has such a competitive nature, she wants to get everything in the game. She wants to get every single clothing item, fashion item, gear, armor, and there was one point where she ended up spending days and days on one dungeon just to get a drop. Like by herself. And she was like, I'm never doing that ever again. She got the item and then she quit. So yeah, me and my sister were very, very different. My sister's funny. Yeah, my sister plays Valorant, and I don't know if she's playing Marvel Rivals, but I feel like she would like it. That's her type of game for sure. And she likes the quick games. She likes doing fast games. Maybe it's like, I call this Gen Z mentality. Okay? I call it Gen Z mentality because I feel like a lot of these days people are looking for that instant dopamine rush, right? Instant gratification. Because we're just in the age of information, and if we're not getting information straight away, it feels like we're wasting our time. So that's what I think a lot of gamers have fallen into, like that instant gratification. Like grinding's dead. Grinding is dead. MMOs are dead because of that slow burn. Like you're not gonna get what you want. And I don't know what it like. I don't blame them, to be honest, because it feels like everyone's always in a rush. Everyone needs to do things quick. And I'm also not about the grind anymore. I can't do it. Because once I'm grinding, I'm like, I could be doing something else with my time. I could be learning something. I could be taking a course. I could be reading a book. I could be doing something productive. And that's why I can't play Sims. I can't play Sims 4. I haven't touched Stardew in a while. So I'm like, my character in the game is doing something productive, whereas I'm here sitting on my butt in front of my desk playing games. MMOs are dead because it takes a week to make any progress. Yeah, you're right. I think this is why Final Fantasy 14 is so good, because I don't play the game for progress anymore. I play the game for the story, because the story is really good. Not Dawn Trail though. Shadowbringers, Endwalker. Oh man, the stories in those expansions were chef's kiss. They're peak. And I'm waiting for that rush again. I know I'm not gonna get it in Dawn Trail, but hopefully the next expansion will give me that. Except Souls-like, yeah, you can get that. Actually, no, if you're really, I think Souls-like gives you that instant emotion. Like you feel rage. At least most people do. Oh hey, look, we got a hype chest. Let's open it. What is this? What is this new emote? Hype fist. Hype fist. Interesting. Why is this a fist? It's just a very shiny ball. If someone can explain this emote to me, please do so. I am very confused. You're right, it's a disco ball. But where did the fist come from? Shouldn't it be called like hype disco? Or hype disco ball? Maybe that's a bit too long. Maybe hype disc? But that's a whole different word. Who knows? I remember speaking to one of my professors in university. This was like years ago, but she was like, when I retire, that's the only time I can play MMORPGs. Because they're such a waste of time. And now that I'm older, I agree. To a certain extent. Because it's like, why am I spending like 10 hours fishing? Why am I spending 10 hours getting this one achievement? It's not going to give me anything but the achievement. And what am I going to do with the achievement? I don't know. It's just going to sit here. Makes me feel good for like 1 second and that's it. But yeah, one day when I retire, maybe I'll pick up World of Warcraft. If it still exists. It probably will. How old is World of Warcraft anyway? I'm curious. 20 years? World of Warcraft. I'm going to search this up. Launch date. November 23rd, 2004. It has been 20 years. Exactly 20 years. Isn't that crazy? 22? 22 would be like 2002. But I'm kind of not surprised. It's one of the first best long-standing MMOs there are. Try the Warcraft series? Okay. Warcraft launch date. That's not what I'm looking for. What should I be typing Danish? Warcraft 1 release date. 1994. November 15th, 1994. That's 30 years. That's crazy. I actually, oh, hold on. I think I've seen the Warcraft box in this house. I think it exists somewhere. I've seen this lying around. I didn't know it was that old. Because they used to sell them in discs, right? People play games on discs. They weren't connected to the internet. Games didn't have microtransactions. Loot boxes didn't exist. You buy it once and you play it and that's it. Frozen Throne. Warcraft 3. Launch date. July 1st, 2003. 1 year before World of Warcraft. I wonder if we're ever going to get another MMO in our lifetime. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think MMOs might just end up dying with World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. Because I don't think it makes money anymore. Like the general gaming audience, gamers these days, just don't seem to like playing MMOs. League MMO soon. I saw that. And then what was his face? The director of the League MMO. Didn't he leave the team? What's his name? Like Ghost or something? And I'm guessing it's because they're putting it on standstill. So we got our latest update like 9 months ago, according to Reddit, our MMORPG. Trindamir, the chief product officer. Let's see. Oh no, we got a new executive producer. Apparently, that's the newest update. Remember that no news is good news, as it means we're hard at work, pouring our heart and souls into making something that we hope you'll love. Thank you for believing in us and for your patience. We're incredibly committed to this mission and we look forward to the adventure ahead and the stories we'll tell together. So, okay, so they are still working on it. Okay, phew. It's not dead. MMOs aren't dead. They scrapped it first and rebuilding it. Yeah. So the part that I missed that I didn't read was they said, we don't believe you all want an MMO that you've played before with a Runeterra coat of paint. To truly do justice to the potential of Runeterra and to meet the incredibly high expectations of players around the world, we need to do something that truly feels like a significant evolution of the genre. So you're right there, Danish. I think they thought that the previous direction was not good. And I think that's true too. Because I don't want to play another MMO that feels like Final Fantasy 14. Or feels like any of the old MMOs that I've played. Oh, you know what? I actually think that nostalgia might sell a little bit. Have you guys played what's that game? What is that game? The one pixel one. It's not MapleStory. It's the one with the massive skill tree or the evolution class tree. Adventure Quest World. No, not that one either. That one's on Flash. They have a mobile game for it now. Ragnarok. Not Tor, Ragnarok. Ragnarok. I think so Ragnarok right now, it does have there is a Ragnarok online, but there's so many bugs and issues with it, and there's no updates. There's barely any updates. But I think if they were to ever polish up Ragnarok online, I do think it would be successful. It's just a shame that Ragnarok is published under whatever it's published under right now. I don't think they're doing Ragnarok much justice. But it's such a good game. The progress is really nice. And the fact that there's so much customization that you can do for your character is really nice as well. We just need something similar. I think everybody's chasing after the nostalgia. Yeah, under whatever. What is it? What is it under anyway? Let's find out. Ragnarok online publisher. Thanks for the head pat, Wasa. Gravity Interactive, which we have no idea what it is. I've never heard of Gravity before. I don't think that's the best publisher. But to be honest, a lot of publishers are not very good. I even think that if Ragnarok was ever to take the MapleStory approach, which are premium outfit boxes, it would still do a lot better than whatever it's doing right now. Because what's carrying MapleStory right now are the loot boxes. That's why it's still alive. Because everybody likes dressing up their characters. It's fashion endgame. Like, same with Final Fantasy. Like, Final Fantasy doesn't have loot boxes, but for every single MMO there is out there, it's always fashion endgame because people want to get the best looking mounts. People want to get the best looking armor. People want to get the best looking weapons, right? Like, even though the stats itself is just mediocre, as long as they look good, as long as they make their character look good, it's good. It's nice. That's what people are looking for. You didn't play both Sag, not Maple Story Ragnarok. That's fine. You didn't have to have either of them in your childhood. In fact, I think it's better that you didn't play either of them because they're not they're not that great. They were great at the time, but I do think that it's a waste of time to play MMOs. Most of my childhood was MMOs. Do I regret it? Kind of, but also not really. I had fun, but I could have been doing something more productive. I think the same goes with Final Fantasy as well. Even right now, the only reason why I'm playing Final Fantasy right now is because I'm like, it's the winter season, it's the holiday, we have so much time off, and I should use that time to enjoy myself for just a little bit before I get back into the grind. Torum has an approach for that. You can use gear avatar as cosmetics so you can keep the stats. Yeah. That's what I think that's what a lot of MMOs are doing right now. Like, why am I getting bugged? Hi, Ang. What's your nickname again? Butt Shark? Hello, welcome in. Happy New Year's Eve. 2 more hours. Wait, 1 more hour left. Stop. The more you say stop, the more I feel more inclined to call you Butt Shark. But I'll stop if you want me to stop. It's almost New Year's for me. Yeah. 1 hour, right? It is 1 hour. Happy New Year's Eve. Oh, the trailer started playing. That scared me. I've never played Torum though. I need to know what Torum's about. Torum Online. Torum Online. Initial release date 2015. Oh, the graphics feel like Dragon Nest. Did you guys know that they're gonna have they're gonna bring back Dragon Nest? They are. I'm so excited. Not like actual Dragon Nest, but it's like the same developers as Dragon Nest, because Dragon Nest is one of the best action combat there is for all MMOs. I love it so much because you can chain combos. And there's one class that I mained called Windwalker. She's an archer, right? And if you do the combos well enough, you can actually fly through the air. Like, actually fly through the air. You will never touch the ground. It is such a nice game. It is such a good game. I miss it. Just want to drop in and say Happy New Year's Eve before I get yoinked to do something. Have a great stream. Thank you for coming. Thanks for the greeting. I hope you also have a wonderful Happy New Year's Eve and Happy New Year's if I don't see you after. Happy New Year's, Ang. Dragon Nest. See, the first thing that comes up when I search up Dragon Nest is Dragon Nest 2. Like, people are looking for this shit. But I forgot what the new game is gonna be. It's not called Dragon Nest 2. It's called Sword something. See, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Dragon Nest 2 Sword. It's called Dragon Sword. Or Project D. I wonder how that's going. It's been a while since I searched up any information about Project D or... I search up Project D and I get Initial D Wiki. My bad. Dragon Sword. Same, I'm out. Parents want to see me. I'll be on Discord all night though, since I'm not going out this year. Have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve and have a wonderful New Year's, Danish. Thanks for coming. Thank you for the gifted subs again. I'll see you in 2025. Here it is. Dragon Sword. What When I search for Dragon Sword, now I get weapons. That is not what I'm looking for. Dragon Sword game. Dragon Sword Project D game. Developed by Hound 13. Here, can I even... No. This is not the right website for it. But I feel like... Okay, so Dragon Sword doesn't have its own website, but it's under the website of Hound 13. So I guess they don't... Like, they have a trailer for it, but it's not... I guess it's not there yet. It's not there for them to have, like, a whole website for themselves. I'm gonna post it here anyway. You guys should check it out. This is on Twitch. How do I do it on YouTube? YouTube. Did I do it? Yeah, I did. Remember Dragon Sword is L-Sword? Did you play L-Sword too, Wasa? I played L-Sword for a bit. But it got too competitive for me. Because I got to a point where it was like, you have to play PvP, and I was like, I don't like PvP. Whenever it gets to a point where the game kind of forces you into a PvP, into doing PvP content, that's when I quit. Like, I feel like it should be an optional thing. I just don't like how it needs to be mandatory because I'm not a PvP gamer. I only watch people play it on Internet Cafe. Oh, I see. That's what happened with Ion Online, another Korean MMORPG. You get to a certain level, I think it was like level 60. It was somewhere up there, I don't remember what it was, but they kind of force you into group PvP settings. It's not 1v1, but they want you to join some sort of like party or guild and do PvP. And it was the funniest shit ever. It was actually the funniest shit ever. Okay, so I'm not into PvP, but I joined a team of like a whole bunch of Australian dudes, right? And they all thought I was a guy. I don't know why. I had a girl character too, but it could be because I talk like a I talk like a man. Like an old man. Like the entire time they thought I was an old man. But we would go into the PvP areas and we would get obliterated. Like almost straight away, because I guess we weren't very hardcore when it comes to the game. But we just wanted to play for fun. And I was with these guys for a very long time, like all these Australian dudes. And the funniest moment, one of the funniest scenarios was when we were like, okay, this is our chance. We see this one guy in the distance. We're like, let's go jump him, right? Because we're 4 people. This guy, he's just one dude, right? And we're all the same level. All of us are the same level, including the guy that we wanted to like to PvP to like jump, right? So like we were like, okay, let's get him. So we go up to this guy. This guy 1v4s us. He kills all of us. Our entire team is dead. But okay, so at the end of the day, the lesson learned is never underestimate the Korean player. Then after that, this guy just sits there because like when you respawn, right? You respawn in the same place. You don't teleport out. For some reason, you respawn in the area that you died, in the place, the same position as where you died. So this guy was just camping us. And we're like, I think it's time to log out. I think it's time to leave. But yeah, I'm not about the competitive game. I think after that I was like, that's it. This is the last time I'm playing anything competitively in any competitive setting, like MMOs or competitive games. I'm like, that's it. I'm just not a good gamer. I'm just not a gamer. TFT is fine though. TFT is a good one because it feels like you're just relying on yourself sometimes, and half of the game is actually just RNG. It's just Gamba. Yeah, I do play TFT, But it's like I don't really have to rely on my skills as much as, say, for example, an MMO. Or I guess for MMOs too, it's not just about skills, but it's about your gear. And I don't gear grind. Yeah, I'm not a gear grinder. I'm just here to play. But yeah. TFT is fun. You're stuck in plat. Wait, actually, you're all the way up there now? I'm still in gold. Actually, I haven't. No, I'm not in gold. I'm still in silver. I'm still in silver. I'm stuck in silver. Or it's more like I don't really care for ranked. I've been playing Talker's Trials because Talker's Trials is fun. If there's okay, so in TFT, if nobody here knows what TFT is about, there's like different, it's like Farm Valley, like Merge Valley, Merge Farm on Discord. You know that activity? The one game on Discord where you can merge things together. It's like that, but recently they released 6-star units. And the 6-star, they've never brought 6-star units into the game before. And these are like the highest tier units, right? If you watched Arcane, this is Mel, Victor, and Warwick. So I've been trying to get like the maximum tier for all 3 of these units, these champions, in TFT. Because if you get all 3 of them, if you make them max level, they do this really cool animation and they just obliterate the map. But you can't get all 3 of them in normal ranked games or in normal games. So I've been playing the PvE version of TFT, which is called Talker's Trials. And so I've been trying to build like gold teams so that I can save enough gold to buy them in stores, in the store whenever it shows up. So like there's like a store at the bottom and you buy them and you can merge them together. That's what it's about. But yeah, it is really fun. I haven't gotten to the max level for like the 6-star units yet. I haven't gotten there, but I've been trying. I don't even know if you get an achievement from him. But I just want to see the animations because it's really pretty apparently. It's difficult to get it in normal games. Yeah, because I think the percentage that they show up is like 0.5%, right? Even at max, like your max level, your max character level, because you level up for each round in the game, and the max level you can get is level 10. At level 10, it's like 0.5%, or at 1% or something. But the number is really low. So you would need a lot of gold to refresh the shop often to get the 6 costs. I haven't 3-starred 5 costs yet. Yeah, it's hard. I've done it a few times in Talker's Trials, but even in Talker's Trials, it's really hard. Sometimes if you get lucky, if you play Conquerors, because Conqueror gives you loot every round, or every time you meet a certain threshold, like a certain level for Conqueror, you might be able to get it. But it is hard. It is really hard. TFT is fun though, if anybody wants to try it, because it doesn't feel like you have to meet anybody's expectations. Even though it is kind of competitive, you don't really have to talk to anyone, just talk to yourself. If you feel disappointed, just feel disappointed in yourself and not other players. There's no raging involved, unless you really want to rage for some reason. You know what Talker's Trials reminds me of? It actually reminds me a bit of Arknights. That's why I love Arknights and Talker's Trials. I think that's what it is. Because it's like the placement of your units on the board. And Arknights is a tower defense game, right? Oh, thank you for the stretch and the hydrate, Hwasa. But, oh wait, I have like 3 hands. That's fine. I can be an octopus today. And in a sense, TFT, Auto Chess, is kind of like a tower defense game. It feels like it is. 3-handed arc, yeah, like an octopus. Who was it that said that octopuses have 3 hearts? Do they? Do octopuses have 3 hearts? Let's find out. Yes, octopuses have 3 hearts. So they have they have branchial hearts, which is 2 hearts that pump blood to the gills. And then they have a systemic heart, which is 1 heart that pumps oxygenated blood to the octopus's body, which fuels its muscles and organs. Me and yes. Oh, I think it was you, now with gun. I'm gonna blow my nose. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. Do you guys think that octopuses one day is going to take over the human race? Because they are very intelligent. Do you think if humans ever go extinct? Okay, so if humans were to ever go extinct, which animal would take over? Which animal do you think will be next in line to populate Earth? They're aliens? I think they're aliens too. You know what's silly too is that we've only just discovered microorganisms. Like, how is that a thing? I thought we knew about microorganisms from a very long time ago. Splatoon. Yeah, they're gonna start playing Splatoon games. Everyone's gonna have their little ink wands. You think it's dogs? I don't think dogs are smart enough. I think dogs rely too much on humanity, on people, to live. We've domesticated them to the point of where I don't think they're very independent. Why am I getting bonked? What's going on? Is it because I shat on dogs? Dogs are great. Dogs are cute. But they do rely too much on people. I don't... Like, if you were to put a dog out there, I don't think it's going to survive by itself. Cats? I think they're still pretty independent. Dogs, no. Any pets? No. Any domesticated pets? No, they're going to die. But I do think that octopuses have potential. Because they can... If you guys have seen, what are they called? The mud octopuses? They don't live in the water. Or land octopuses. What are they called? I need to search this up. Mud octopus. Yeah, it's called a mud octopus. And they live on land. They actually look like, if you guys had played Baldur's Gate 3, they look like the eldritch, the eldritch creatures. A flapjack no, not that one. Just a mud octopus. They adapt into swamps and bogs. They live in caverns beneath the temple of Uranus and wait, this is the Witcher. Why am I reading the Witcher lore? Maybe they're not called mud octopuses. They're like land octopuses. Land octopus. This is from Elden Ring. Why don't... Okay, this is what I'm confused about. Why don't games name their creatures a little bit, you know, give them more interesting names to differentiate between actual animals and the creatures in game? Because I search up land octopus and the first result I get is Elden Ring wiki. That's not what I'm looking for. But what I've seen from videos is that these octopuses, octopi, is that the word? Octopuses, is that they live in holes in the ground. And then eventually, sometimes they just like, they climb out. It's really creepy looking. Is it octopi? I don't know, man. What is it? Octopi. Okay, so octopi is an alternative plural for the word octopus, but is generally considered incorrect. So, okay, so octopi is not right. Octopi is not a word. It's just octopus. Octopi is the oldest plural of octopus. Coming from the belief that the words of Latin origin should have Latin endings. Octopuses. Octopuses. Octopussy. Octopuses come from what? With the next plural, giving the word in English ending to match its adoption as an English word. So octopuses is the right one. Even though octopi sounds like it could be right, it's not, because we didn't adapt it into the actual English language. Interesting. Thanks for the head pat. I feel like I didn't deserve it. Octopi. Where did I even get the word octopi from? Like dice and die? Fungus and fungi? What's the other word? Algae and algae plural. Alga. That's not what I'm thinking about. You know, we used to have a pond. I used to maintain a pond. That's what I did. And if you don't pick out the algae, the seaweed, it's not really seaweed, it's more like riverweed. They end up taking over the entire pond, and they could upset the ecosystem. Water ecosystems are really interesting. If you guys have ever watched videos of, you know, like some people, they go, I'm gonna make an ecosystem in this one tank, and they just take a piece of plywood that they find in the wild and they shove it in there. Then they wait a week, or not even a tank, sometimes it's like jars, right? They wait a week or sometimes a month, and like by the month's end, there's like 5,000 creatures in there, like whether it's bugs or snails or like shrimps. I don't know. I find that really cool. Because probably in that one piece of wood that they found, there's eggs in it or something. You haven't seen those? Oh, there's a lot of them out there. But I think that's really interesting. Curious to see it. I think if you search it up on YouTube, let me see if I can find anything. Creating a water ecosystem. I have some like weird fascination with water. Water and water lake. Or a beginner terrarium. Oh. I don't know. There's probably something out there. Oh, and isopods. I see isopods and frogs in here too. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Night with a Gun! Happy New Year! It's 2025! Yay! Yay! I hope you have a wonderful 2025. I hope that the next year brings a lot of good luck to you and your family and your friends. I think there's still an hour for some of you guys, right? Yay, 2025. Spent the New Year's playing Helldivers. That sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. Are there new updates for Helldivers? I wonder. I'm still wondering what Helldivers is kind of about. Hello, Pizza Man. Why are you knocking? You've been here. You were here. Did someone say Helldivers? Yeah. I feel like everyone on Discord, on my Discord server, is playing Helldivers. Are you playing Helldivers? Haven't played in so long. Helldivers 2? We're fighting squids right now. In Helldivers? Squids, not octopuses. Octopi. There are new updates. You hate the squids. The squids are essentially, if you think about it, right? They're just eldritch monsters. Eldritch monsters. There's something fun about blasting things. Killing things in one shot. I was playing Resident Evil. Was it Resident Evil? Resident Evil with Ryan and what was her name? Kate? The main protagonist, Ryan and Kate, right? Resident Evil. Let me search it up. This is an arcade game. Actually don't know. It's the one with the zombies. But I had a blast. I thought it was pretty good. I was doing pretty good. It wasn't my favorite arcade game, but I thought it was fun. Missed it when Ark said octopus. I'll say it again. Octopussy. There we go. You heard it loud and clear from me. Hi, Clouds. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2025, Clouds. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope your 2025 is filled with joy. Things that you love. A lot of good luck. Don't give me that, Wasa. You asked for it. You asked for it. I don't know if it was Resident Evil. I think it was Resident Evil. It has to be. But my favorite arcade game, I don't think it's Resident Evil. I don't think it's any shooters. It's not piano keys. It's not DDR. It could be DDR if I play it enough. But I think my favorite arcade game has to be pinball. I think that's my favorite. Like, I haven't played pinball in a very long time. The first time I played pinball was on Windows. Like, do you guys remember pinball on Windows? This is on Windows XP. Or Windows XP, because 2000s didn't have games. But Windows XP had pinball. And I was so obsessed. I just kept playing it, but like, it was okay. Like, pinball on the XP was okay, but I recently found the pinball machine in the arcades, and there's like bossing. There's like bosses in the pinball machines. It's really freaking cool. And so I was playing the Deadpool version of pinball, and if you get the ball within like this one section in the area, then you can choose weapons and you can choose who to fight. And then sometimes like some bosses like spits multiple balls, so you have to like control multiple balls in the pinball zone. And I don't know, it's really freaking fun. The Deadpool one, yeah, it's really fun. And like, I don't know what it is, but like the physical pinball just feels so much nicer than playing pinball like digitally, because you get to actually feel the buttons and you get to witness the sounds. There's like slight vibration every time like it hits something, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like stimming or something. I don't know. Like, it just it just feels good. It's like a weird satisfaction that I have every time I hit something. I love it. I don't know. I love it. And then the next one would be a dance game. I want to buy myself a dance machine. Like, I want to buy myself a Step Mania machine or a pop machine, but they're so freaking expensive. Yeah, and the ding ding ding, it does something to my brain. Yeah, it makes brain go burr. I don't know. It's and the flashing lights. It's like you're at a rave, but not really. You're just staring at the lights in front of you, but like down. Oh man. I want to play it again. I wonder, like, I know the machines are probably super expensive too. Like, okay, let's see. Deadpool. Search this up. Deadpool arcade machine price. I just go into the shopping. Yeah, it's like it's $11,000. $11,000. The cheapest I see is like $10,000 for the Deadpool pinball machine. It's pretty expensive. I think the same goes with any dance machines. I'm never going to get one, by the way. They're too expensive for me, but you know, one can dream. One can dream. Then that would be my cardio. I don't need to run. You don't need a treadmill. You don't need a bike. Just go on the DDR mat. Just play DDR. Play DDR. Or play Pump. I was watching friends playing Pump. Linquished. Oh yeah, you were one of them, I think. Pump was my cardio for 6 months. Only 6 months? I was watching what's his name? Cats Go Mao. And I'm not gonna drop names anymore. but Casco Mao is gonna stream today. That's why I'm dropping his name. But Casco Mao and the other man, you know who he is. I was watching them do like the duo dance, the dances, the songs. It looks so cool. The coordination looks so freaking cool. And it makes me want to play Pump, but because like I'm around people who are like Pump experts, I'm like, I can't do this. I have imposter syndrome. I'm gonna be so bad. But I'm pretty confident in my DDR skills. Like I feel like I'm better than the average person, but I'm not the best. It's like a war zone outside. People be setting off fireworks. Are you watching them? Are you enjoying them? I don't know how my cats are gonna feel about the fireworks, but we'll see. Like Senbei's been really anxious in the past few days. He's been really anxious because he doesn't like people, and so he's been like peeing on not beds, like the pillows. I didn't realize it was him because we had babies over, and I'm like, it's probably from the babies or something. Like babies are just shitting their pants everywhere, but like, they're all wearing diapers, so I'm like pretty sure it's Senbei. Sitting on my balcony watching. That sounds really nice. It's still bright and early here for me, but I feel like half of you guys are on the other side of the world, and so I kind of wanted to celebrate the ending of 2024 with some of you guys. Do you got your drink in hand, watching the fireworks? Even I have my whiskey here. "6:30 p.m. What? There's still like hours. There's still hours until midnight. Yeah, whiskey in the morning. Bright and early. Wake up, drink whiskey. I've been drinking Crown Royale. And maybe it's a joke between dentists, but like there's like a whole bunch of bottles of Crown Royale. And I think it's because, crowns and teeth crowns are a thing. So I just opened up a bottle. No one's gonna drink it anyway. It's all mine. You're gonna drink some too? Wait, Linkwish, are you drinking tonight? Finland has a regulation that you can shoot fireworks around 6 p.m. and 2 a.m. I like how there are regulations. I like it. I would hate it if I was sleeping and then all I hear are fireworks until like 5 a.m. in the morning. I think having that time slot is good too, because what, 6 to 2? 6, 7, 8, 9, wait, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. That's 8 hours. That's 8 hours of fireworks. I feel like 8 hours is enough, right? You suck at rhythm games. It just takes a lot of practice. Because I played rhythm games ever since I was baby. I played rhythm games while I was in the womb. My mother's stomach. Okay, not really, but like a lot of my family and friends were DDR heads back in the day. And then I went from there to like a lot of other rhythm games like Love Live, Citus, Bang Dream, Idolmaster. I actually don't think I played Idolmaster that much. But rhythm games have been a huge part of my life, which is why I'm kind of confident in them. But to start playing rhythm games when you're like older is hard to pick up, because I feel like it does take time to get to register like where the beats land and stuff. No, I don't think so. You don't think you're going? Okay, I won't see you tonight. Goodbye, Linkfish. Have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Without me. I'm kidding. It is a pretty far place to go to. Hi, dude with a bucket. Just came to drop by and thought I'd come say I'm proud of how much you've grown. 2024 is coming to a close if I'm not here all the time. I just want y'all to know I'm watching you folks grow is something that brings me joy. I hope to see 2025 bringing great memories, and it's been a pleasure to see your streams. Thank you so much, Bucket. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope your 2025 is also wonderful and filled with joy. I really actually really appreciate you guys dropping by sometimes because I know I don't see you guys a lot. I don't see some of you guys a lot. Like I know I get some regulars here and there. Sometimes when I see names, I'm like, oh, I haven't seen one of you guys in a very long time. I get super excited. I think tonight will be, I'm just like spinning in my chair right now. I have to stop. Tonight will be one of those nights where I'm like, this is gonna be the last time I do drinking, and then it's gonna be like summer. The first time I drink and the last time I drank within 6 months. And then it's gonna be a bunch of grinding and suffering from work. So today would be a good day. I will make it a good day. Whether or not it is going to be a good day or not, I will force it to be a good day. You're anxious to face 2025. I think a lot of people are feeling the same thing. Like I feel that too. I understand, Hwasa. So I think okay, so I don't know if this is a good comparison or not, but I always equate to like the unknown to like any sort of horror, because in order to write good horror, the reason why horror is so terrifying is because there's a whole bunch of unknowns. And I think that's what 2025 is, because we don't know what's going to come. There's no way we can predict what's going to come in 2025, and that's what makes it so terrifying sometimes. But I think we just gotta make the best of it, right? If bad things come, then we just gotta look past it, because you know that like there's going to be good things that come after it. And that's what I've been treating 2024 like. Like I feel like if I didn't lose my job, right, I wouldn't be streaming right now. I wouldn't be here as often. I'd be streaming like maybe once a month. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have had such a I wouldn't have met you guys probably. I probably wouldn't have such a good community. And then the other thing is like if I don't know. I've had a lot of shitty stuff happen lately, like with people in this household having the fridge break down, the car's dead. Like it will not start. We had to get rid of it, so there's no car. But I think having all that bad luck probably means that we're gonna get a lot of good luck next year. Just get all the bad luck, the bad stuff over with, right? Because bad stuff is gonna come. You're always going to face some sort of bad luck or some sort of bad scenarios, right? But once you get past all of those things, those bad things, you're gonna start experiencing the good things. Like I believe that there will always be good things that come after bad things. But you just gotta get over it. Don't cry over spilled milk, right? Look at things positively. That's how I live my life. I don't know. Those are just the 2024 last tips from Ark. Your milk is spilled. Go clean it up. Go clean it up. Right? See, the thing is, when you spill your milk, you learn what has spilled your milk, like what caused the milk to spill, and then you won't. It's a lesson learned, right? You get something good out of it. You'd be like, okay, I'm never doing this again. I'm going to be extra careful next time so that my milk will not spill again. And if it does, you're like, okay, now what other countermeasures can I do to prevent my milk from spilling? Like everything is just a lesson, right? You learn something from it. There's good things that come out of like bad shit. Bad things that happen. And even like stuff like, oh yeah, like my cat's been really anxious. He's been peeing on pillows. Like because I know that, now I know how to deal with my cat's anxiety. Like now I will go online and search up things to help my cat. Because like, you know, like everything's just a lesson. And learning is great. Learning stimulates your brain. Stimulates your mind. and it feels good after you learn new things, because the new things are just learning. New things are what I think are also new experiences, right? And I feel like everybody should always have experience new things in life every so often, because then else your life is going to be on standstill, and it feels like you get to a point where you're like, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Like, am I just going to repeat the same things every single day? Am I just going to wake up and do the same things as I did yesterday? And it becomes boring and stale, right? Then that's when you fall into some sort of like void, some mental void. You never want to be there. Ark is so wise. No, I'm just old. I've just experienced a lot of things. That's why I think experiences are great. Even though you think you might not enjoy, just try it anyway. Enjoy something, just try it anyway. Go explore. Because you never know. What if you actually do like it? Just try it once. And if you don't like it, then that's fair, right? but my milk. My spoiled milk. Oh man. My milk reminds me of my sister and one of her exes, and oh my god, I hate him so much. I really don't know. Sometimes like, okay, like this guy would tell me that like he sometimes like just leaves milk in his fridge, or not in his fridge, in the closet, and he would find it like 2 weeks later and it would smell like shit. I'm like, why? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a germaphobe, where I'm really about cleanliness, but I'm like, why would you put milk in your closet? I keep trying to say fridge because that's where it's supposed to go. Milk is supposed to go in your fridge, not in your closet. And like once it starts smelling bad, don't you like go up to it being like, hey, what's that smell? Right? Because I assume that milk will go bad and start smelling rancid after at least a few days, or like maximum a few days, not like 2 weeks, not weeks. Will I be like you when I grow old? I think so. I think if anything, you might be even you might even be better than whatever I do. Like I feel like there's so many things that I can improve on. There's so many self-improvement that I can, like there's a lot of things I'm bad at. And like I think the first step of growing is to recognize what you're bad at, right? Or to recognize yourself. Like you have to reflect on yourself and be like, hey, let's do let's just psychoanalyze myself. Let's just not just psychoanalyze, but let's just analyze everything I can and can't do. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? Right? And then start jotting them down and be like, hey, I'm not good at this. Like for me, I'm not good at talking. I'm really bad at talking. I grew up with a lot of like social anxiety, and it could be because like my childhood just wasn't the best, right? Like I felt like I was really closed in. But because of that, I'm like, okay, let's look at ways to improve speech, like to improve communication, to get over anxiety, to get over, talking to people. So then I was like, let me get myself a customer service job so that I have to talk to people a lot more. I have to go on the phone. I actually have to like phone people and talk to people. And then I start streaming and be like, maybe I can just come up with things to talk about. And then you start learning about like improv, and you start learning about like other communication tips. Even like I may be a streamer and all, but like there's like other things that I can look at, like how to make a good sales pitch, right? Like how to become a good salesman, how to become a good businessman, how to talk to clients. Like all of this is going to contribute, like even though it's not part of your job, like Hwasa, like you're in the medical field, right? But even like some other things from other positions or other jobs could really help you out in what you do. Hello, Manu. How are you? Happy New Year's Eve, Manu. Welcome in. Yeah, Happy New Year soon. Strike's amazing singing artwork. Extremely nice person. Like with art, there's still so much I can improve on. Even with singing, like there is no limit. There is no limit to how much you can grow. You can always keep going. Like even though you think you're the best at something, you're not. I just want to let you know that you're probably not. There's probably someone out there who is better at doing whatever you think that you do, right? There's probably someone out there who does something a lot better than you. So you can always keep learning from them. And what's great about our current age is that information is everywhere. Information is everywhere. If you look at the most demanded, like the highest demanding products, right? And the biggest supply, it's online courses. It's online courses. And you can find so much information on YouTube. You just take a random course. There's so much free courses. University's dead. University is a scam. I keep saying this. Unless you need a license to operate whatever you need to operate, right? Like being a doctor and stuff. If you're just learning soft skills, you can find that anywhere. You can learn coding on the internet. You want to be a comm sci, you want to work in comm sci in the future, just look at coding videos. Codecademy is where I used to learn coding. Like it's great. There's so many resources. Just because you can grow doesn't mean what you can do isn't great. Thanks, Pizza Man. I actually appreciate that. I always have imposter syndrome because I feel like I'm never good enough. But no, I really appreciate those words. Your art is amazing though. No, it's because I'm always practicing. If you look at the best artists in the field, they're drawing like hours and hours and hours a day. Like they weren't born to be the best artist, right? Imposter syndrome +1. Yeah. They weren't born as like a wonderful artist. But if you look at some of the artists I follow, they're streamers actually. They don't talk on their streams, but like they just draw for hours at a time, like 7 hours a day, right? And I just watch them do it. And it gives me motivation to be like, hey, this person's practicing. I can do it as well. Ark, you're so cool. Your art is so cool. Your voice is so cool. Thanks, Kagu. I think your music is great. I think you're so cool too. I think your production is cool. Your mixing is cool. I learned so much from Kagu, by the way, guys. I met Kagu for the first time, I think sometime this year. And like, we're just talking about like music stuff. I'm like, man, this guy knows so much. This guy knows so much. Like, I consider myself to be, well, I was kind of like a music student, right? All through life. Because I played the piano, I learned opera, I learned like classical singing, I learned a shit ton of music theory. But even with all this learning, I can't do what Kaku does. I can't do what he does. Like, that's the thing. You gotta just keep practicing. You just gotta keep doing it. Like I told myself too, I got myself like FL Studios. I was like, hello, I'm gonna try making music. And the thing is, for me, I know the reason why I'm bad. It's because I have not practiced enough. I didn't make enough music. That's why I'm not that good. Yeah, I was kind of a music student, kind of. Like the thing with my courses in high school, they're a bit different from North America, but like you get to like major a course, right? And then you have to like create a whole thesis from it. But my major was music. So like music, it was very general though. It was like performance arts, music theory. You had to main an instrument. And because I was playing piano my entire life, I was like, let me just try something new. Because, you always want to experience something. So that's when I picked up singing and opera. And so I mained performance arts in opera singing. It was fun. It was fun. I didn't pass with flying colors, of course. Music theory for me was easy because I've been learning it my entire life. But like, opera was fun. That was an experience. I'm a resource for you to access. Feel free to pick my brain whenever. Thank you. Thank you. I thought you were in illustration and design. Yeah, and then I went into art in college. I went into design, like technology and design. It wasn't necessarily art, right? It was more of technology. So I was building software. I was doing a lot of UI UX stuff. I was building robots. It was a very general course. Um, so if any of you guys know, like there's this tiny chip. It's called an Arduino, and you can basically program it to do anything you want. It's a very very basic programmable chip because they're just triggers, right? So I was doing a shit ton of programming in in college, in university, and art and programming, and then we did like fashion too. So I was like learning textures, learning materials, and I think it's all really interesting stuff, right? But at the same time, like, do I need it? Learned quite a bit of Arduino and digital logic design. Yeah, they're so fun because you can make things move. That's the cool part. That's like the coolest part of programming is when you're not just designing software, right? For things to be used on a PC or on a digital console, but you're creating things that can actually physically move. So yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. You can also make the Arduino draw stuff. It's been a while. It's been like years and years, probably like over 10 years since I've done any programming. But I love that shit back in the day. Your knowledge of Arduino is Michael Reeves. Wait, does Michael Reeves he probably used it in one of his videos, right? But it's so powerful. It does so much for like just by doing basic stuff. Just by doing basic stuff. I feel like we're in the age where we're gonna start evolving. Our technology is evolving at such a quick rate. Did you guys see Google? Have a good lurk, Manu. Google's sorry, my throat is dying on me. But Google has the quantum computer and they recently ran tests on it. And it passed. It did some like super complicated calculations within 5 minutes when it would take a regular computer years and years, maybe like a billion years or something. I forgot what the numbers were. I'm just making shit up. But like the whole fact that a quantum computer, a supercomputer is working right now is, I think it's incredible. I think we've gone to a place where it's like, how do we, like, what are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna use this? Where are we gonna get all of our energy from? And so there's like so many questions now that we have to ask ourselves as evolving Homo sapiens. With technology and AI too. AI is very recent, but like even now it's like it's gone to a standstill point. We're getting what we call like what's it called? The age of what's it called? Dark information, like information that keeps repeating because AI is just learning from AI. You're gonna use a quantum computer for gaming? No way. The plateau, yeah, it's a plateau. AI is learning from AI, and then it's. I think this is my theory, right, guys? This is my theory. So I think what's going to happen, because every single company, every single billionaire company, big corporation out there is trying to develop their own AI model, and they are like look at X, right? Look at or Twitter, look at OpenAI, look at Google, right? Microsoft. Everyone has their own AI model. It's gonna become AI is gonna become super free, and so I think in OpenAI, what the CEO might be doing is that they might just be ready to leave. I think that's why OpenAI, there's like subscription based models now and payment models because he's just trying to take as much money as he can before AI becomes the norm. And it is becoming the norm. It's becoming like so popularly used. there is there's actually no point using a quantum computer for gaming unless we actually do some like crazy isekai shit. We're gonna be like Sword Art Online. We're gonna be using AI to actually like live inside the games. You die in game, you die in real life. What I actually think has a lot of potential and that we don't really touch upon that much is augmented reality. Like I know Google has done a lot of this shit, but Google is the only one, and I don't know if they've put enough funds into it. But with the new, it's not the Google Glass. It's like they have the new product where you place it in front of your face. There's like a whole bunch of stigma that comes along with it, which is why I think a lot of people don't use it because it looks freaking stupid. Is that you put it in front of your face and you can see the world as it is, but there's also like a bunch of like digital windows open in front of you. Like it essentially analyzes the world in front of you, like the space around you. But it does look stupid. So I think eventually in the future we might be going into that direction, like augmented reality. So instead of being isekai'd into a game, it's gonna be like the game comes to real life. Like it's gonna be in our daily lives. And not just games, but I think it's very useful for like other things too. Such as like, I don't know, analyzing things. Like if you can't read, right? If the text is too small, the font is too small on a sign, then it could just zoom in and expand. Like there's so much potential with it. It's just that we don't really delve deep enough into it. Like a real life HUD, exactly. Exactly. AR was a wild era, although if you think about it, things like Pokemon Go count. Yeah, like it is, it's already in Pokemon Go. It's in, I think it's in Love and Deep Space too. Where you can see the character in the real world, but now you have glasses on. You have AR glasses, so you can actually see it like because the screen is on like in front of your eyes. That's pretty bad too, I think, for human evolution because we become so reliant on things being so easily accessible that we don't really need to see. You know what I mean? Like we're getting really lazy. We're getting really lazy. Real life cat girls. Yeah, real life cat girls. You can start you can start putting cat ears on all the girls that you see on this street. That's actually really creepy. Never. But yeah, like even it's not just like mental thing, but I think it's a physical thing as well. There's a eye doctor. I was listening to a podcast about this one eye doctor, and he's saying that over the past years, right? Like 10 years or 20 years, like the recent years, the eyesight, humanity and like eyesight has been gone so bad because everything that we need, all the information that we need is just in front of us, like literally a few feet away from us. Like there's no reason for us to look further than within the few feet. That's why everyone has like, what's it called? What's the word for like short-sightedness? Feet mention. It starts with M, with the short-sightedness. We never used to have so many people who are, yeah, who are nearsighted. Yeah, nearsighted. And you think that the older you grow, actually, the older you become, you actually lose the nearsightedness? Myopia, yeah, myopia, that's the word. Thanks, Wasa. I'm glad we have a we have a med student here. Myopia. What's the opposite of that? Myopia opposite. Hyperopia. Myopia is known as nearsightedness, and hyperopia is uh it isn't actually, what's the opposite of nearsightedness? Occurs when an object is blurry up close but can be seen clearly at a distance. Mitosis. Mitosis is different, right? It's like when particles go through things. That's what mitosis is. I don't remember. Are you listening to actual science or are people overreacting? No, I'm listening to actual science. I'm listening to scientists. On my free time, I just sometimes when I'm drawing, when I'm not streaming the drawings, I'm listening to podcasts from like random people in the professional STEM field. Myositis? What is myositis? You guys are just making up. Wait, this is an actual word. This is an actual word. This is a name of a flower, of a flowering plant. It's very pretty. White, blue, purple. They're small flowers. Myotisis. Is there an actual... Oh, they're forget-me-nots. That's what it is. That's the Latin name for forget-me-nots. Yeah. How do you know this? Interesting. I never remember Latin names. I think the only flower that I know, like the Latin flower I know, is Nelifera, which is the lotus, right? Nelifera should mean lotus. Is it? I actually don't know. It's not. I'm making shit up. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Wait, what is lotus? Lotus Latin name. Itnalumbo. Nesufera. Okay, there's like, it's like the combined both names together. Itnalumba Nucifera. Nalumba Nesufera. You like sunflowers? I actually don't know what the Latin name for sunflower is. Let's find out. Latin name. Helianthus anus. If that's how I pronounce it, I don't know. I actually don't think sunflowers are very pretty. I think it's one of the ugliest flowers out there. But I think it's the connotation with sunflowers. The fact that it looks like a sun and the fact that it's yellow. There's something really positive about the color yellow. That's why I like it so much. Yellow, like red itself is bold, but there's a bit of danger when it comes to red. For me, that's how I feel. I don't know, I just associate a lot of emotions with colors, but with yellow, it just makes me really happy. I used to hate yellow, by the way, guys. I used to hate yellow because I'm like, that's the color of piss. I used to associate colors with like objects. With food, with sunflower seeds. Yeah. Yeah, it does look yummy. But it makes me happy. I just really like the color yellow these days. That's why there's yellow on me. Even though I'm not like completely yellow. There's like a little bit of yellow on my hood. On my wings. I could have gone with red, but like red and blue, it reminds me of like medicine. You know, like the medical pills. The Matrix, the red pill. Do you take the red pill or do you take the blue pill? So I'm like, okay, yeah, we're not doing red and blue. We're gonna do blue and yellow. Piss, is that too? Piss? You guys, there's piss in TF2? I mean, I feel like there is, but like, why is that a thing? Fly perfect wings. Fly perfect wings. I've grown to really like that song. Sunflowers are used as a symbol for nuclear deterrence because they absorb radiation. I learned that from Terraria. Not really, but I learned that sunflowers are good. Because they prevent the zombies from spawning or something in Terraria. Next year, I want to play a little bit of Minecraft because there's a whole bunch of mods that I want to play, that I want to try using. And Archmage isn't here, I don't think, but Archmage made a model for me for Minecraft, and I haven't been able to use it. You don't remember any there is no dialogue in Terraria about sunflowers, but you put the sunflowers near your base, right? To prevent things from spawning. Happy New Year! Happy New Year, Broken. Happy New Year! There's like, wait, there's 6 minutes left. You can't say Happy New Year yet, there's 6 minutes. You have 2 hours! There's 2 hours, Broken. There's 2 hours. So it's Happy New Year's Eve for you. The sniper class throws jars of piss at people, and for some reason it gives him mini crits. I would never be able to tell if you guys are making shit up about TF2 because I've never played. So if you told me anything like, oh yeah, the characters, you know, they shit in their hands and then they just take their turd and they throw it at people, I would 100% believe that. Because I don't know anything about about TF2. 6 minutes left in where I live. Yeah. 5 minutes now. 5 minutes. Are you guys excited? Are you guys hearing the fireworks? I'm in 2025 already. You guys are slow. Oh man. We're catching up. Don't worry. Just wait for us. I have a whole 12 hours. I am 12 hours away. I know some of you guys are almost experiencing New Year's. 5 more minutes. He ate a pill to expand the size of his bladder to piss more. That's canon. It's in the lore. Actually, I don't know. Zep, is that real? I know you played TF2. I don't know. No fireworks here. Normal New Year's Eve is a small celebration. You guys celebrate Lunar New Year's, right? Lunar New Year's. When is it? When is it this year? I feel like the lunar calendar should be a lot more accessible. Lunar calendar 2025, 2024. 2024. Because my parents celebrate the Lunar New Year. I don't. I have no idea what day it is on the lunar calendar. This is confusing. I can't read it. I don't know what it means. I'm not going to spoil it for you, so you're gonna make me believe that TF2, that this character in TF2 actually took a pill to expand his bladder. I am actually going to believe that. The next thing you know, I'm going to go to my New Year's Eve party tonight, and I'm going to be telling everybody about my TF2 lore that I learned today. All because of you guys. Your parents celebrate it and you don't? Yeah, because we live in very, very far places. I don't live with my parents, as in they're actually like on the other side of the world. What are your New Year's resolutions? So I've explained, I've talked about it on Twitter. I have my 2025 streaming New Year's resolution, but personal resolutions, I talked about my book already. Like, you know, not my book. I just want to read. I want to read a lot more. But I just want to get better at a lot of things. I want to get better at drawing. I want to not just in terms of skills, but because I want to make things for people, right? I think I have to increase my speed of production. Because there's a lot of projects. But if I take too long on those projects, then like I'm never gonna finish them. So I want to draw faster. Find ways to draw faster. There's a comic about piss. Let's take a look at this. What is this? Oh my god, there is. What is this? Is this official? It is official. It's on www.teamfortress.com. I am confused. Are you sure that's piss? It's yellow liquid called jarate. Jar-based karate. Or karate. That's the actual pronunciation for it. But who said anything about piss? Hi, FBI. You just came in. Sorry, we're just looking at the TF2 comic. People are trying to tell me that there's piss throwing in TF2 and Team Fortress 2. But I don't know if I should believe it or not. Because we're talking about Karatha? No, we're talking about karate. Jarate. Whatever it is. It's actual piss. It's in his introduction video, actually. This is Valve we're talking about, right? This is Steam Valve. TF2 published by Valve. Impromptu fireworks. Wait, what is impromptu fireworks? Like, what makes fireworks impromptu? You gotta watch the beer pack. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, Happy New Year's! Sep is gone. But Happy New Year's for those who are experiencing the New Year's now. 2024 is officially over. For some of you guys. Not for me. For some of you guys. But Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. Gabbin like piss play? Why are we talking about piss in 2025? Why are we talking about piss? The Loco's launching them by now? By themselves. Oh. Wait, if you don't launch fireworks by yourself, like who launches them? This confuses me. You guys are confusing me. Happy 2020. Happy 2025. Happy 2025. I hope your 2025 is a very nice year. Is a better year than 2024 because, to be honest, 2024 is shit. Okay? It was a pretty shit. Even though there were good things happening, it is a pretty shit year. So 2025 better be a good year. And it has to be a good year. Piss. Piss? They popped a couple and that's it. You know what scares me? The firecrackers. But I always hear them. I always hear them in Asia. I feel like Asia's a lot more... They like firecrackers a lot more than fireworks. But they're scary and loud. They're scary and loud. Snipers canonically racist and homophobic? No way. No, they would never. They would never do that. For PR purposes, they would never do that. People would boycott. The moment that becomes real. The moment it becomes real. Everyone would just like hop off Steam. My cat is scared from the firecrackers going on. Yeah. My cat would be too. My cat doesn't even like kids. My cat doesn't like babies. I tried to teach a toddler how to pet my cat, but she doesn't understand. And my cat was like scared the entire time. Scared of babies. My cat is scared of babies. My cat doesn't like humans. Yeah, Senbei doesn't like humans. Luffy loves humans. I don't know why they're the opposite. I wonder what makes cats not like humans. I wonder. Senbei loves me though. He snuggles with me in bed. He likes to... I don't know. He just likes to cuddle. Only with me. Everyone else in the household is terrified of him and he's terrified of them. Based name arc Senbei? Luffy? Senbei and Luffy. It should be Luffy and Zoro. He hates Asians apparently? Oh my god. No way. From TF2? I feel like there is a level of discrimination in a lot of games just for lore purposes. Like in in Final Fantasy, you have like factions versus factions, the Garleans versus like I don't know what it is. Even in Arknights, you have like the angels versus the devils. They're not actually called angels and devils, but to like simplify it, they're basically angels and devils. But there's always like a lot of discrimination between the two races. One Piece, yeah, One Piece fan. That's another thing. That should be one of my 2025 goals is to catch up on One Piece. I'm not very far. I'm like one arc past the time skip, like very very far. And then I was forced to watch like the what's it called? The Island with Big Mama. I was forced to watch that. So I'm kind of like everywhere at once. Hello man, welcome back. You are watching One Piece though? It's more like I'm being forced to watch One Piece. I actually don't like watching the One Piece animation because half the time it's badly animated. Whenever the good animation comes, it's very good. It's very good animation. And I love it. That's why I always watch the One Piece movies. But like oh, there goes my 3 hands. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Azu. And thanks for the head pat. So you watched Whole Cake Island? Yeah, is that the name of it? That's the one I watched, but I grew tired of it. Like I couldn't really watch it. It was hard to watch because you have what's his name, Doflamingo and Luffy fighting, and Luffy has like there's like a whole 10-minute scene of Luffy just punching the air. Like it's just 500 frames of Luffy's fist going towards Doflamingo, and I'm like this is taking way too long. This could have taken a single second. A punch could have taken a single second, but no, it had to go through like 10 seconds of like a fist flying towards Doflamingo, and it doesn't even land. It doesn't. That's the thing with One Piece anime is that like you don't see it landing because then it cuts to another scene before it lands, and I'm like I can't do this anymore. Like I just want to watch the entire fight. I hate it. I hate it so much. But it's a good story. It's a really good story. It's just the animation, like they're trying to drag it longer. And I understand coming from like an animation studio, right? Because it does require a lot of funding and it does require like a lot of work. But I think that's also the reason why I prefer to read One Piece over to watch it. One Piece haters only has one point, it's the pacing. Yeah, it's the pacing. But when you're reading it, you don't really feel like the pacing's bad. The anime pacing is really bad. You worked in an animation studio? No, I'm not. No, I haven't. I haven't worked in an animation studio. I know of people who work in the Japanese animation studio, but I don't work in the animation studio. I'm not goated. I know nothing about animation. I also know a lot of people who work in the Western animation studio, but like the Western animation industry is not doing good right now because the entire animation industry is being taken over by Japanese anime. And nobody watches TV. Nobody watches television except for old people. So all of the animations that you find are on YouTube, but it's hard to sustain a YouTube channel of just like one TV show because kids these days also don't watch animation. They don't watch like Western animations anymore. Everyone's just on YouTube watching fucking XQC or something. Sorry, not on YouTube, on Twitch. All the kids are on Twitch. Is this TF2 lore? With the fruit shop owner? An immigrant from New Zealand, as stated in the comic. Huh. Kiwis. That's what I heard what people call the New Zealanders, the Kiwis. Is this real? Is this real? I don't know. You tell me. Is this real? Is this real life? Is this fake? Is this a fictional world? Are we in a simulation? There's I feel like there's a high chance that we're in a simulation. Maybe life isn't real. We're just one giant experiment. This is too good. It's too much of a coincidence for real life to be real. You know what I mean? For this life to be real. Like someone told me this the other day, but like Actually, though, why is the diameter of the moon the same as the sun? Like, why is the solar eclipse, why is that a thing? Like, there's no way it's coincidentally the same size. There's no way. That thought process is extremely stupid. I know, I know. I know people will tell me that. In my days, the cartoons were goated, no bullshit, all entertainment. Yeah. Yeah. What cartoon did you guys watch when you were a kid? I watched a lot of Scooby Doo. Scooby. Scooby Doo and his Scooby snacks. I don't remember much. The Weekenders, Pokemon. For some reason, Inuyasha was on TV. Naruto was on TV. And then I went like straight into anime. I just started watching anime right after that. Gumball was. I actually never got into Gumball. I was too old. Gumball came after. Gumball came way later. Doraemon, Pokemon, Beyblade. Yeah, I remember those. I don't know what Kitsuretsu is. Dragon Ball, Adventure Time. Adventure Time also came way later for me. Adventure Time traumatized. I just know the memes. I just know what's his name, like Lemon Squeeze, because I was looking up compilations. No, my sister was. My sister was looking up compilations of the Lemon Guy, and all I heard was screaming from her room. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Yeah, unacceptable. And then I went into her room and then I see her watching like compilations of Adventure Time. It was like Doraemon, but the MC is smart. Adventure Time? Really? I heard that Doraemon, the ending was bad. Like, it was all a dream and Doraemon wasn't real. And then the fan base got super mad at the creator, at the author. They're like, you can't do this. You can't, like, the MC was in coma the entire time in the hospital. Like, he was broken. He was a broken man and he was just dreaming about Doraemon and it wasn't real. It's just a figment of his imagination. It was a good ending. And then they had to change it. What's Doraemon? Doraemon is like, you know the blue cat robot but without ears? It's a Japanese animation, an anime. But he has like the Mary Poppins infinite pocket. It's like a bag, but like it's actually an actual pocket. He's like a kangaroo, kind of. He has the kangaroo pocket, but he can like take anything out. Yeah, he was schizo or something. And then they had to change the ending. They're like, never mind, this isn't canon. This is not the canon ending. And then they gave the series a completely different ending. I forgot what the actual ending was, but it was a completely different ending. I find that so funny. Knowing the mangaka, that sounds like what he'd pull off. Who is it? Wait, did he create another series that was similar? Doraemon? Doraemon. Author. Fujiko Fujio. Shintaro Mugiwara. There's two. I see two names here. Let's see. Whole bunch of one-shots. You know, some of the best stories are the dark stories. Like Monster, I finished it. I finished Monster. That ending was good. It was so good. Let's see. Works. Fujiko Fujio works. I've never watched or read any of the other works. Dark stories? Yeah, dark stories. Dark stories like Urasawa's stories. Berserk. Berserk. I should read Berserk. I should read Berserk. I still remember there was like a whole tribute to Berserk on Final Fantasy 14. It was so cool. Like all of the players just got together and their Dark Knight armor and their Dark Knight classes. You go into the main city, and there's just a line of players on the sides of the roads with their swords out. And I'm like, man, this fan base is pretty goated. This fan base is pretty cool. I want to be a part of the fan base, but I've never actually gone into Berserk. Okay. Is it time to end stream? You have officially said goodbye to 2024. Goodbye 2024. I'll say it for real now. Goodbye 2024. We welcome in 2025. I hope you guys have a wonderful 2025 year. I can't even speak anymore. I've been speaking for way too long. But I hope you guys do have a wonderful year. I hope you guys have a wonderful celebration. New Year, new fear. No! No fears. If you do have fears, like try to... I hope you suppress them. But yeah, there is a lot of fear. I understand. New year, new beer. Yeah, new year, new beer. Okay, I will have to go now. One step closer to seniority. I don't want to get old. I want to be like Peter Pan. I'm always going to be young forever. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me today for celebrating the last bits of 2024. This will be the last stream of this year, and then I will see you guys tomorrow again for the new year. Maybe I'll play some Valhalla. Maybe it's finally time to pick up Valhalla. It's just going to be a lot of reading. But I want to try my best in doing a bit more like voice acting streaming. Like I know I'm not good at it. I know nothing about voice acting, but we can try. We can try. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Rest well. Take care. Good night. If it's not night for you, have a wonderful afternoon. It's afternoon, right? Yeah, it's 12 p.m. here. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Oh, bye.